Hello guys, my name is Edgar Peter Alba Jr., College of Criminal Justice Education of University of Mindanao. And today, I am assigned to report and expound my topic, which is instrumentalism. I will be sharing to you several concepts, ideas, and arguments about it. First, definition of instrumentalism. In philosophy of science and in epistemology, instrumentalism is a methodological view that ideas are useful instruments, in that the worth of an idea is based on how effective it is on explaining and predicting phenomena. So according sa definition guys, ito ay isang methodological view, meaning meron siyang pinalo or procedures at ito ay tumutukoy sa ideas natin. And it's effective in explaining or predicting or a consequence of something. But when you say epistemology, epistemology is the philosophical study of the nature, origin, and limits of human knowledge. The term is derived from the Greek episteme, which means knowledge, and logos, it means reason. And accordingly, the field is sometimes referred to as the theory of knowledge. So guys, based on my research, one of my proponents of instrumentalism is John Dewey. John Dewey was born in Vermont in 1859. He was an American philosopher, psychologist, and educational reformer who has long been considered one of the founders of the theory he referred to as instrumentalism and later also called pragmatism. Furthermore, John Dewey, per se, encouraged students to find personal interest in the subject matter. Dewey believed that students should feel connected to classroom material in order to retain information and adapt in its personal use. Boost student motivation by highlighting the ways a student can use subject matter in the real world. In my previous statement, we learned about instrumentalism, and now let me dig deeper on pragmatism. So what is pragmatism? Pragmatism means thinking of or dealing with problems in any practical way, rather than by using theory or abstract principles. Example, he is a political pragmatist, not an idealist. Meaning to say, in this example, it described that the politician is pragmatist, which means the politician deals and looks at problems. A practical way, he finds solution based on practicality instead of theories or idealism. So to say, instrumentalism, to further my arguments, pragmatism is defined below. Number one, relating to matters of fact or practical affairs, often to the exclusion of intellectual or artistic matters. Practical as opposed to idealistic, a pragmatic leader. A pragmatic, practical approach to healthcare. Number two, relating to or being in accordance with philosophical pragmatism. So to say, instrumentalism is a pragmatic approach to dealing with solving with problems. Kumbaga guys, pag mag-talk ng instrumentalism, it means being just practical. As I said, it's practicality. Let me go on. There is particular version of pragmatism, which he called instrumentalism. Is the view that knowledge results from the discernment of correlation between events or processes of change. Ideas predict that the undertaking of a definite line of conduct in specific conditions will produce a determinate result. Instrumentalism denies that the theories are truth evaluable, in that they should be treated in like a black box into which you feed observed data and through which you produce observable prediction. For example, the term gene is theoretical, so A term, but it can also be observed, so an O term. So for this example, the term gene is theoretical, but it can also be observed, so an O term, because of instrumentalism. So guys, again, what is instrumentalism theory? Instrumentalism in the philosophy of science, the view that the value of scientific concepts and theories is determined not by whether they are literally true or corresponded to reality in some sense, but by the extent to which they help to make accurate empirical prediction or to resolve conceptual problems. So by this definition, they view problems scientifically with accurate empirical or practical solution to resolve conceptual problems. Other proponent of instrumentalism is Verduhem. So who is Verduhem? Instrumentalism is a perspective originally introduced by Verduhem in 1906, rejecting scientific realism's ambitions to uncover metaphysical truth about nature. Instrumentalism is usually categorized as an anti-realism. Although its mere lack of commitment to scientific theories, realism can be termed non-realism. So that's all, guys. Thank you. And this is my questions. Number 1. He was an American philosopher, psychologist, educational reformer, and of the founders of a theory he referred to as instrumentalism, also called pragmatism. A. John Locke, B. Jeremy Bentham, C. John Dewey, and D. Ferry Duhem. And the second is instrumentalism is a perspective originally introduced by Ferry Duhem in what year? A. 1999, B. 1986, C. 1898, D. 1906. And the third is John Dewey was born in what place in 1859? A. Vermont, B. Japan, C. Russia, and D. China. And the fourth question is the philosophical study of the nature, origin, and limits of human knowledge. A. Instrumentalism, B. Epistemology, C. Philosophy, and D. Science. And last but not the least is Dewey's particular version of pragmatism, which he called blank, is the view that knowledge results from the discernment correlation between events or processes of challenge. A. Instrumentalism, B. Epistemology, C. Science, and D. Philosophy. That's all.